Dear boys and girls, Assalamu alaikum. You are most welcome to my new lesson for the subject of accounting first paper for the class of 11 and 12 business studies students. This is going the chapter number 10, that is the name of single entry system. You know, we have already completed the 2 lecture for this chapter. This is the lecture number 3 for single entry system. Dear students, now you can take your accounting learning workbook level 1 and also take your accounting practice copy or accounting solving copy for writing the solution of the today's creative question. Dear learners, when you are watching a new creative question for this chapter, creative question number 2, at first you have to copy this question to your accounting solving or practice copy. Just read it. Mr. Hawk is a retailer. He does not follow double entry system. The following information is taken from his business. Account title 1119, that is the beginning time of this year 2019. The following balance is available for beginning time or opening time. At last 31st 12/19, that is the closing amount or closing balance of this business of Mr. Hawk. The first asset is cash. Opening amount is taka 20,000 and closing amount is taka 30,000. Accounts receivable, opening amount is taka 30,000 and closing amount at this moment none of amount, but you have to know in all time when closing balance is unavailable in any amount, then the rules you have to follow this one. When opening assets and opening liability is available but closing current assets, closing current liability is not available, then at the time you won't be written at the closing time. I repeat again, if any amount of current assets and current liabilities is not available in closing balance or 31st December in any year, then you won't write on closing amount. But another rules is to be followed. When opening fixed asset or investment or long-term liabilities is available but no amount is given for closing amount of fixed asset, long-term investment and long-term liabilities, without information you have to write at the same amount is to be written in closing balances. In this math, 2 rules are followed. At the first one, account receivable opening amount 30,000, closing amount is nil, so you can carry on, closing amount is 0 of account receivable. Next item, accounts payable 10,000, opening amount and 20,000 is closing amount. Inventory opening amount is taka 50,000 and closing amount is taka 90,000. 10% investment, that is long-term investment, is opening amount is taka 1 lakh and closing amount is taka 1,50,000. Furniture is the opening amount is taka 40,000 but closing amount is not given. Just I said it. Without information, any kind of fixed asset is not given in closing balance, then you can carry on the opening amount is to be treated as closing amount. So furniture 40,000 at the beginning of the year, so you have to write the 40,000 amount in the closing date, that is 31st 12/19 is taka 40,000. Another information is given for this creativation. Mr. Hawk draws taka 20,000 in cash and goods taka 40,000. Dear boys and girls, in the box some of items are available, please to be ignored in all items of inside the box. Okay, Mr. Hawk draws taka 20,000 in cash and goods taka 4,000. He pays his son's tuition fees taka 2,000 from this business. Another information is available from the drawn money. Total drawn money, I can say cash drawings 20,000, goods drawings 4,000, and son's tuition fees from the business paid, so 2,000. Personal expenses, total at this moment drawings amount is taka 26,000. So out of 26,000, he bought a delivery van taka 16,000 from business. From this amount, he bought a new delivery van for this business with the amount of taka 16,000 to take from the amount of total drawings. So at this moment, net drawings amount taka is 10,000. Another item, goods destroyed by fire taka 5,000, that is the inventory destroyed or stock destroyed by fire taka 5,000. Charge 5% depreciation on furniture. Okay, from this system you have to complete the three requirement. Number one, the amount of net drawings. Requirement B, the amount of opening and closing capital. Requirement C, the statement of profit and loss. Dear boys and girls, I think you have written the creative question number 2 in your accounting practice copy. Now we can go for solving this question. At first, requirement A, the net amount of drawings. Okay, the amount of net drawings is determined below using a statement. Totally 4 columns are available: real number, particulars, amount taka detail, amount taka total. From the stem we can get drawings. 3 types of drawings are available in the stem. First one, cash drawings taka 20,000, you have to write at first column, and goods drawings taka 4,000 in first column. Son's tuition fees from business, this is the personal expenses of owner, so taka 2,000 in middle column. Total of drawings at this moment taka 26,000. But in the stem other information is available. From the total drawings amount, they bought a new delivery van purchased with the amount of taka 16,000. So this amount to be deducted from the total drawing. Now you can write it easily: less delivery van purchased taka 16,000, and 26,000 minus 60,000 is equal to taka 10,000 for net drawings. Dear students, this is the very easy requirement for this chapter. You are watching in the slide, net drawings amount taka 10,000 to be closed. I think you have written, you have understood, and future you have to learn much and more. Now we can go to requirement B. The amount of opening and closing capital is calculated below using a statement. At first, you have to draw a new format for this statement. Totally 6 columns are available in this statement. In left side liability of a beginning time, that is 1/1/19, that is 1st January 2019. Another column in left side 31st December 2019, that is the closing amount of liability. In right side assets, the first column in right side, second column 1/1/19, that is the opening amount of assets. In last column of right side 31st 12/19, that is the closing amount of right side. Dear students, now you have to calculate the amount of opening and closing capital. At first you have to write in right side, that is asset side, cash for opening taka 20,000 and closing amount taka 30,000. From the stem we can get it account receivable taka 30,000 for opening amount. No amount is given for account receivable, and also for rules and regulation you have to follow it. Without information, no amount to be taken for opening current assets and opening current liabilities, but to be applied for fixed asset, long-term investment and long-term liabilities. Third one, inventory opening amount taka 50,000, closing amount taka 90,000. Investment opening amount taka 1 lakh, closing amount taka 1,50,000. Furniture opening amount 40,000, but without information is to be carried on. Closing the amount of this to be treated as taka opening amount, that is the amount taka 40,000. Another one, delivery van newly purchased, the new amount always to be treated as closing amount. The closing asset delivery 16,000 in asset side. On left side only accounts payable opening amount is taka 10,000 and closing amount taka 20,000. At this moment total opening assets is taka 2,40,000 and only opening liability is taka 10,000. That is the amount of opening capital is taka 2,30,000 for this business. And total closing assets taka 3,26,000 in right side, and only closing liability is taka 20,000. So closing capital is taka 3,06,000. Dear students, I think you have written in your accounting practice copy. Dear learners, I think you have understood this math. This math is very easily for single entry system, and also very easy all requirements A, B and C. Now we can go for requirement C. Statement of profit and loss of Mr. Hawk. In left side total 3 columns, particulars, amount taka detail, amount taka total. In right side particulars, amount taka detail, amount taka total. In all time statement of profit and loss, at first you have to write in left side opening capital, that is the amount of taka 2,30,000. In right side the first amount is to be written closing capital, that is the amount of taka 3,06,000. From the requirement A, net drawings, we can get it taka 10,000. Interest in investment 1,50,000, that is the 10%. Totally 15,000 interest on investment we can get it from the stem. And left side sundry loss, that is the goods destroyed by fire, that is the amount of taka 5,000 is to be written in left side of statement of profit and loss. Depreciation charged on asset, that is furniture, so 5% on 40,000, that is the amount of taka 2,000. Dear students, at this moment you have to follow the all rules and regulations of single entry system. In right side total amount is taka 3,31,000. In left side 2,37,000. At this moment the missing amount is taka 94,000. You know, in all time, if right side of profit and loss statement is more than left side of profit and loss, then it is indicated as net profit. If right side total of right side amount is more than left side amount, then it is indicated as net profit. Dear students, you are watching in the slide, that is the amount of net profit for Taka 94,000 in this math of Mr. Hawk's business. Dear learners, I think you are writing in your accounting practice copy. For your betterment, for much and more practice in your home. Dear students, today I have completed a very easy creative question, but it is more effective for this chapter. I think you have to follow it. We will overcome in all problem from this chapter. Dear students, thanks for being today. Allah Hafiz.